Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk on this Monday morning. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you were able to enjoy your Valentine's Day either with friends, family, loved ones, or even maybe you were able to treat yourself in some way. But we are here in a chilly morning. Jim's going to talk about the forecast for the day, as well as what we're going to be looking forward to throughout the week this week. I'm sure many of you will be pretty excited at some of the numbers that Jim's going to be throwing at us in just a few minutes. But before we talk about the rest of the weather, we do have a story from this weekend. An animal organization in Craven County, they offered a spay and neuter clinic to people, specifically veterans, active military, as well as first responders in the community for their pets. A lot of those costs for spay and neutering can run up to several hundreds of dollars. So this organization was just looking to kind of ease that load, especially as pet care costs can really add up depending on the type of need that there is. So we were able to go to this clinic and talk to some of the organizers to talk about the ways that they were able to offer free and affordable services.
Helping take care of veterans, active military, and first responders take care of their furry friends.
We have 15 dogs and 2 cats being spayed and neutered today.
Is what Paws of War and the Craven Animal Clinic were able to do on Sunday morning with their first spay and neuter clinic.
We decided to reach out, and it's been really helpful. They were helpful in the process and filling everything out.
Taking care of your pet's health can be expensive.
Low cost clinics can be from $50 to a couple hundred, $300. Private clinics can be from $200 to $500. That's a lot of money. So people don't necessarily do that. And if they don't, then we have challenges with overpopulation, health, behavior challenges, things like that.
Which is why Paws of War made the effort to help. And Jackie O'Brien, the director of Paws of War Eastern NC program, says the proof is in the response.
And what's interesting is we put the flyer out for this event, and within 24 hours we had to shut it down because we had over 80 responses. And then even after that we got another 20. So over 100 people responded in a short period of time. So that shows the need that people have here.
A response echoed by those who brought in their four-legged friends.
We were looking at some other places, but they were usually about $150, which that's not too bad up front, but with all the other bills with dogs, they can be pretty expensive, so it was starting to add up.
And while the pets may not remember too much of the experience, their parents will.
Yeah, it really helps us. It really helps the community out here. I'm really thankful for all these people coming out here and helping us. It just means a lot to us.
It's great to see that they were able to provide those services for, all the people who are always serving us, our military, our first responders. Nice to see that they're able to return the favor in some way.
Yeah, I love the stories. The amount of volunteers that work at a lot of these different animal shelters and clinics, the time they put in, it makes me feel good because I've had 3 pets I've gotten from the Humane Society, that they're out there.
Yeah.
That these people are out there taking care of the pets that we grow to love when we bring them home, but they need that time, that commitment, and that kind of care from those loving souls. And there's a lot of them out there, giving their time and energy.
Yeah, so hats off to them.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk weather. I was just telling them before you got here that you have some great news that'll come later this week. Not today.
Yeah, it's not going to be as nice as Daytona Beach, Florida, Tony.
That does sound nice.
Yeah, he was down there for the Daytona 500.
Awesome.
Welcome home, Tony. Glad you're with us. Esmeralda joining us, Danny as well. Appreciate you guys. And I've got good news here. Again, I don't think it's going to be Florida type warm, but close later this week. Let's get into the numbers. I'll start you with a look at the radar right now. And generally, we're in pretty good shape as far as the rain. It's done. The Grifton camera cloaked in cloud cover, 46. That north wind at 17. Grifton's underneath that shot somewhere. The wind chill, look at that, feels like 39. So this is definitely jacket worthy as you head out. All right, that looks a little better. Out over the Pamlico River, and those clouds starting to get a little bit of a broken look to them. Indication when I see that we will be peaking some blue out probably by 11 a.m. midday, and then transition from the gray to the blue more blue skies than gray this afternoon. It looks like we're going to get there later today. Not going to warm us much because of that north wind. Blowing 15, gusting 25 with those wind chills in the 30s to low 40s. Greenville 46, that cloud deck lifting, thinning a bit down on the beaches. Sanitary restaurant camera location, Morehead City, temp 47, wind chill 40 out the door. I got one more stop there, New Bern, Neuse River cam at 48. 15 on the wind. I might have one more camera shot in there for you. Nope, that's it. Air temps across the board, mid-40s inland, near 50 Jacksonville, Kenansville. You guys down there, you might make it close to 60, but most of you stuck in the low to mid-50s through the afternoon as we go through the day. 42 Hatteras, 41 Manio. The wind, there it is, north breeze rolling down the east coast. 15, gusting 25. Add 10 for wind gusts. Did I put my wind chill graphic? There it is. Upper 30s to the north. Manio, you guys out in Nags Head, Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, you're gusting 30 miles an hour. That's where it feels the coldest this morning. Outer Banks, feels like freezing when that wind gusts. That's not fun. Bundle up out there. But again, the rain gear, you can leave it until later this week. Here's where I think we'll end up. And you just don't climb much on the Outer Banks. The surf temp, by the way, off the Outer Banks, 39 degrees. Off the Crystal Coast, it's 45 in the surf. Tough to warm the air temp much when the water's that cold. Inland highs, low to mid-50s. Watch those clouds thinning out. Getting better and better later today, at least as far as sky cover is concerned. But you'll need a jacket through the afternoon. Double Nickels to the south, stuck in the 40s to the north. Those clouds kind of hanging around the beaches this evening and then clearing. That's fog. Models depicting some fog tomorrow morning. And I'll be keeping an eye on that along with the temperature near freezing. So you're getting to that area where you might get a slick ridge or two. Freezing fog, we don't get it much, but tomorrow morning we may be dealing with that. And then let the warm-up begin. Tomorrow afternoon, low 60s. That's pretty darn nice. Mostly sunny skies. We're going to add another 10 to that Wednesday. Watch the numbers. Sunrise Wednesday, 50. Feeling pretty good out on the patio for the morning show. A few clouds, no rain, and then into the afternoon Wednesday. Remember, normal high near 60 this time of the year. We'll be to 70 by midday Wednesday. I think a good wide swath of low 70s, although the beaches, low 50s later this week. That cold water keep you guys chilly. All right, so good stuff. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 70 or better. Warmest day, I think, will be Friday with mid-70s. The lows come up into the 50s. Right now, I don't have a rain chance higher than 40%. That will likely change. Right now, the best chance of maybe a wetter scenario looks like Saturday, but don't lock in yet on that. Colder air behind the rain when it does exit, maybe Sunday midday. By Monday, we're stuck back in the 40s. Colder air coming back.
All right, so just enjoy what we have coming our way.
Yeah.
Don't think about those 40s come next week. We have a lot to look forward to in the coming days. Like you said, though, we do have some rain chances kind of popping in here and there.
But you are right. The big story here, the warm air.
Yeah.
I mean, that cold air, it is February. We expect it to get chilly. So the 70s, certainly the exception to the rule. And to get 4 days likely of 70 or better, that is a real treat in the heart of February. Still, deep in the winter season here. So, yeah, good stuff this week.
Great.
Still working on the details on the rain, the timing, how much we get late week into the weekend. Could be a rumble of thunder, too. I just saw an updated Storm Prediction Center graphic now showing a risk for severe storms west of us as we get into Thursday. We'll have to watch to see if that translates to us Friday into Saturday.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you for the update, Jim.
Yep.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a wonderful Monday. Enjoy your President's Day. Stay warm out there.